E-Fashion Police. She was also host of the AVN Awards on Showtime. But she's here for you now. Please put your hands together for Rebekah Kochan.
Yes, give it up for Derek Richards. Let him hear it, you guys. And more importantly, give it up for yourselves for coming out the day before Christmas Eve to a fucking comedy show at 10:30, right? Yes, you guys are legit, by the way. It's my happy birthday, right? Woo! Give this one happy birthday. Yes, thank you for coming out. I saw her earlier. Did I point you guys in the right direction earlier? Okay, good, because I had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. They were like, where's the box office? I was like, downstairs, so I'm glad that it worked out. But no, thank you for coming out. I'm happy to be here. I was actually born and raised here in Las Vegas, so I'm excited to be back. Yes, woo, woo. I went to Durango. Are you guys locals? Oh, well then you guys are like, yeah, oh, good. Yep, there they are. There's my peeps over there. Hello. So no, you guys are beautiful, really. We just got back from performing in Reno. Have you guys been to Reno? Yikes, right? Okay, yes. You know how they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, what happens in Reno usually follows you home and requires a shot to get rid of. I'm serious. It is cracky. We went to this bar on this strip. I'm serious. We were at this bar on the strip in Reno, and the bartender was like, you guys should come back next week for the zombie pub crawl. I was like, have you been outside? I'm pretty sure every night is the zombie pub crawl. You guys have a problem here. But no, thank you for coming out. You're going to see my fiance after me. We travel all over doing comedy, right? We were recently in Yuma, Arizona. Anyone ever been to Yuma? Okay. Are you military? Oh, you're just crazy. Right? Yeah. For the rest of you that don't know, Yuma is actually short for you motherfuckers need to find another place to live. Right? There's shit going on there for sure. Where else? Yeah, just desert. We were also recently in Salt Lake City, Utah, party capital of the world, in case no one informed you of that. No, it is not. I was being facetious. It is the opposite of the party capital of the world. Here's the thing is I'm a Jew, right? It's the Mormon capital, right? And it's hard when you date somebody that's a different religion than you are, right? I'm a Jew. Any other Jews up in this bitch? Yeah, right. Give me a fucking break. If you're a Jew, I'm a Cocker Spaniel, okay? But no, it's hard. It is hard when you date somebody that's like a different religion than you are, right? But it's hard when they're Mormon, because like you go over to the house to meet the parents for the first time, and you have to meet the dad, and then the mom, and then the other mom. You know what I mean? Like, This guy was nuts though. My first boyfriend, we had a bad breakup. He pulled out a gun and was like, I'm gonna kill myself. And I was like, no, you can't do that. The safety was on. We're not together anymore. No, so my name is Rebekah Kochan. Hello, I've been in a lot of scary movies. This is true. I've starred in a lot of scary movies, but they're terrible, all right? Like, Google me after the show, and you'll be like, those movies are really bad. The movies I'm in are so bad, while I'm filming them, they come out on DVD, all right? Just to give you... That's the quality that we're talking about here. But sometimes I get fan mail via Facebook, which is cool, right? And if they don't seem like they're a serial killer, I'll write them back. And so today this guy was like, I loved you in one of Killer Calls. I'm a big fan, right? And so I wrote back, I appreciate it. And he wrote back, no, I'm your number one fan and I'm going to prove it to you. And I was like, oh my God, right? So I thought about it for a minute and then I typed back, well, I really don't like the president. So we'll see. We'll see, everybody. We'll see. President Trump just got back from his tour of Asia. When asked what a highlight was for him, he said, best Panda Express ever. Oh, really? That was offensive, you guys? That was the one that was too much. So I hosted the porn awards on Showtime 2 years ago. I don't do porn. No one get too excited. I hate to burst your bubble. I know. Like I was like, oh. But no, I hosted the porn awards, and it was a very educational experience, as I'm sure you can imagine. This porn star came up to me backstage at the award show, tells me that she makes $10,000 a week. I shit you not, a week shoving sex toys up her cooch on this webcam site, right? I was like, man, I shoved a cucumber up my twat one time on video, and all I got was kicked out of a Trader Joe's. So I was impressed, as you can imagine. So I live in Los Angeles. I live in Hollywood, so I can't make fun of any other place in America, really. Have you guys been to Hollywood? Okay, so you know, Hollywood smells like tranny piss and broken dreams, okay? So that's where I live. But I needed some new Nikes. This was last Sunday. Needed some new Nikes. No big deal. Went to the Nike store, bought the shoes, walking out, minding my own business, right? And this random woman comes walking up to me. She's like, excuse me, miss? I bet some 4-year-olds in a third world country probably spend all day making those shoes. And I was like, oh my God, that is the cutest fucking thing ever. Bitch. No, I had a nice day though, right? I got a manicure and a pedicure, all that girl shit. This little Vietnamese guy was doing my nails, okay? And this guy had piercings all over his face, like all in his eyebrows and his nose and his lips. And I go, oh, what do you call that? And he goes, art. And I was like, oh, that's really weird, guys. Your grandparents would have called it shrapnel. Guys, come on, Las Vegas. It's Christmas, all right? You're the ones that came to a comedy show on fucking Christmas. So you're gonna see my fiance in a little bit. He's a good. Well, here's the thing. Dante loved. You saw the advertisements for the Prince show downstairs. Dante was a huge Prince fan, and I was like, man, there's been so many celebrity deaths recently, and I was like, can you guys already believe it's been like 10 years since Michael Jackson molested any kids? It's true. It's true. Until Thriller comes on, everyone's always like, that Michael Jackson was a fucking pedophile. But the second Thriller comes on, everyone's like, 'cause this is Thriller, right? But to be fair, his music was so good, we should have been paying him in kids. Am I wrong? It's Christmas, Las Vegas. Christmas show. No. I try to be, so I've been with Dante for a long time. I've been with him for 10 years. We're officially engaged now. There's a ring on it. Everyone calm down. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, fellow Jew. I appreciate it. So no, we've been together for a long time, but before I moved in with him, I had a roommate, right? And at the time, I decided to invest in a personal massager, wink, wink, if you know what I mean, right? And I was using this thing so much, my roommate came up to me and was like, what are you building in there? It's like bookcases, because I'm a reader. But I try to be a good woman, I do. It was Dante's birthday a couple months ago, and so I was planning this big party for him, right? He comes up to me and he goes, babe, I really want to hire a Journey cover band for my birthday, right? And I was like, well, babe, why don't we just save some money and hire Journey? Huh? We're not doing anything right now. Kidding. I fucking love Journey, all right? I love Journey. You'd have to be dead inside not to love Journey. You know how Journey has a Filipino lead singer now? Who's amazing, by the way, amazing. Now that Journey has a Filipino lead singer, they're actually playing a lot of funerals. Yeah, because now it sounds like, don't stop bereaving. I'm not gonna explain all these to you guys. Gonna have to keep up. So I'm a step-parent. Any step-parents in the house? No? One? All right, yeah, so you know. Step-parenting is really hard when you're not day drinking, am I right? That's true. No, I have a great stepdaughter though. We have this goldfish pond in our front yard, right? Little goldfish swimming around. My stepdaughter comes up to me last week and she goes, Rebekah, how can you tell when a goldfish is pregnant? And I was like, well, because the blackfish stops coming around. It's not how you know, usually. Vegas. Vegas. So here's the thing. She and I get along really well most of the time. We get in little spats every once in a while, which is normal, right? Her and Dante were going off to Home Depot last weekend to get something, and she and I were bickering. And on the way out the door, she was like, you know what, Rebekah? I'm going to tell Dad to pick up a new stepmom in the hose section. I was like, oh my God, that was so funny. High five. I'm rubbing off on you. No, I'm 33 years old and I'm about to become 33. Am I 33 twin? Oops, I shouldn't have just added you like that. You look like you're 14. All right, she looks fabulous, right? Faux pas. What a bad woman I am. She's 21. I'm 33 years old. I'm about to become a great aunt because Dante's niece is a whore. She's a huge whore. These are facts, everybody. They're facts. So we've been engaged, Dante and I have been engaged for a while now, and I'm sure some of the couples have dealt with this, but once you're like technically engaged to somebody, all anyone says to you is they're just like, so, when's the big day? When's the big day? When are you getting married? When are you getting married, right? I'm so sick of it. So now anytime someone asks when we're getting married, I'm just like, well, like my mom always used to say, why buy the cow when you can blow him and get whatever the hell you want, right? And guys are like, no, that's stupid. Except for the Jew. He loves it. He's all about it. So this next story is embarrassing. Dante was like, you leave those nice Tropicana people alone, but I feel like it's late 30. It's late 30. Late show on a Saturday. We've bonded. Fuck it, right? Yeah. Fuck it. So recently, Dante, my man of 10 years, asked me, his woman, to grow my bush out. Right? No big deal, no big deal. Didn't care when he asked me to do it, but what he didn't realize when he asked me to do it is the same nappy Jufro hair I have on my head is the same hair I'm gonna have down there, right? And it is huge right now. Huge. Like it's so big that it's starting to dread. All it wants to do is listen to reggae and smoke pot, eat Taco Bell. At least it smells like it eats Taco Bell. I don't really... But it is huge and coarse. It's like a Brillo pad down there. But I'll tell you this much, Las Vegas, our dishes have never been cleaner. Every time I queef, it's like a scrubbing bubble. It's great. Queef. Google it after the show. You know what? I'm going to switch it up, you guys. Why don't you make some noise if you come from a fucked up family? Does anyone here come from a fucked up family? Oh, good. It's not just me. Yeah, you know you come from a fucked up family when your favorite relative is the one that abused you the least, right? Isn't that how you know? It's true. So that's true. I have two younger brothers, right? One of my brothers just got a BB gun for his birthday. I've never shot a gun in my life, which I know is lame. My brother's like, dude, gotta shoot something with the BB gun. And I'm like, all right. So I take this gun, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm awkward with it, and I see a bird. So I aim that gun, and I fired. Bang! And the bird fell right down to the bottom of its cage. My mom was pissed when she got home. She was definitely pissed. But like I said earlier, I'm a Jew, right? When I was a kid, I loved to play games with my Jewish grandparents, but hide and go seek was always the worst because they were like really good hiders, you know what I mean? Like really good hiders. And the game would always be over halfway through because while they were hiding, they would panic and swallow all their jewelry. It was just Vegas. Here. So earlier in the year, Dante and I got to go on a USO tour, which was really cool. And one of the places we got to go to was Egypt. Thank you. You should applause for the troops, not for us. But yes, yes, exactly. For them, yeah. I tell dick jokes, but yes, the troops are amazing for sure. Definitely more important what they're doing. But so we got to go to Egypt, which was awesome, and we were there, and we were gonna go. We went on this tour inside the pyramid, and so you get to crawl through this tunnel to get to the Pharaoh's tomb, and we're like, sure, why wouldn't we do that? We're here, right? What they don't tell you though is you're climbing through this tunnel for like 20 minutes, and you can't really see, and you can't really breathe, and it's very claustrophobic, right? So I'm in front on this tunnel tour. Behind me is Dante, and then behind him are these two other Jewish comics that are on the tour with us, and that's important for in a minute, right? So we're climbing through this thing, and all I hear behind me are the other two Jewish comics, and they're like, oh my God, this is taking forever. We're never gonna get there, right? I was like, man, when the Jew slaves were building the pyramids, you know this is exactly what it sounded like, right? It was just complaining Jews. I was like, this experience is so authentic. No, we had a good time. I might as well tell you this. I had a pregnancy scare last month. What? Pregnancy scare? That's never good, right, ladies? When you don't want to be pregnant, I was like, what do I do? So I went to the 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, whatever you have here, and I got one of those kits, and I peed on the stick, and as I was waiting, I was like, oh, please, God, don't let me be pregnant, please. I swear if I'm not pregnant, I'll quit smoking pot every day, and I'll start going to synagogue. And I looked at the thing, and it said negative, and I was like, never mind, God, never mind. I have this under control. But it's good, it is good that women are the ones dealing with these issues, if you will, because we're the mature ones, Like, let's say men were the ones with the vaginas on planet Earth, right? That's just how it was. If men were the ones with the vaginas on planet Earth, you would walk into any frat house around America, and you probably look up and see all these used tampons stuck on the ceiling, right? Men would walk around going, man, my pussy is this big, man. I could fit 4 chicks' dicks in my pussy. Because I'm the man. And I wonder if the tables were turned, how many guys would swallow? Not that. It depends on the crowd, actually. Depends on the crowd. But not that many, right, sir? But no, men always... One of my girlfriends in LA last week, she was like, God, my boyfriend is always watching the kinkiest porn online, and then he wants me to do the kinky shit that he sees in the porn, and I don't know what to do, right? I was like, listen, if your boyfriend wants to do kinky porn shit, the next time you order a pizza, you should just fuck the pizza guy. Guys were like, no, it's not what he meant. So you're going to see Dante in just a minute, but we own an entertainment company, and Dante's also a personal manager. And one of the celebrities he manages is Ron Jeremy for like mainstream TV and film, right? Which is cool, whatever. But Ron calls a lot. He's a very needy client, and that's fine. It's Dante's business, you know what I mean? But I realize most people use Ron Jeremy to like enhance their sexual experience, and for Dante and I, it's become the complete opposite. You know what I mean? Like every time I see him calling, I feel my pussy drying up because I'm like, what does he want? It's true. So he came last night to see the show, and he's never heard me tell that joke about him before. So after the show, I was like, Ron, did you hear what I said about that? And he just looked at me, and he was like, is it true? That's all he said. And I felt bad. I was like, oh, no, it was just a joke. But it's true. It's definitely true. Bless his heart. But no, it's, straight men always like to think about their woman and their woman's best friend, like, doing it, right? But we have fantasies, too, don't we, ladies? None of you? That got weird. Like, I like to think about my fiance, Dante, and his best friend with their shirts off, cleaning out the fucking garage like they said they would for the past 5 months. Gets me all hot and bothered. Let's go, gentlemen. So after the show, by the way, come say hi out there, take Facebook pictures, whatever you want to do, all that good stuff. This is the only thing we have left. It's called Bad Parenting. It's Dante's one-man show. That's my stepdaughter drinking a margarita. It's adorable. Always funny. But after you see him, you'll be like, oh my God, I need to have this. So there you go. I love to tell stories about Dante because then he has to come out here and be like, I'm the guy she was just talking about. So when I was in my early 20s, this is true. When I was in my early 20s, I thought I was a lesbian. Right? Thank you. Because every time I saw a penis, I was always like, blah, you know what I mean? But then I realized I'm not a lesbian. I'm every woman. That's how we all feel, right? You want to know what a penis looks like to us, gentlemen? Let me tell you. A penis looks like if you took an old, crippled turtle out of its shell and boiled it for 3 hours. And that's what we're supposed to get excited about? Surely I'm gay. I'm not. It's just how things work here on planet Earth. Welcome to planet Earth, everybody. All right, so I will leave you wonderful humans on this note. Dante and I were having sex earlier upstairs in our hotel room with the lights off. And when we turned the lights on, we realized that my period had started in the middle of everything. Gross, you guys. It looked like a CSI crime scene investigation in there. He had obviously touched his belly button. wiped some sweat from his brow, and strangely fingered himself in the ass. Thank you so much, you guys. That's my time. Give it up for your MC, Derek Richards.